Y'all, not to be a hater, but have you seen how Jaguar Wright is absolutely determined to take down Beyoncé? Like, sis has had her foot on Beyoncé's neck for years now, and she's showing no signs of letting up anytime soon. Jaguar has been applying more and more pressure on Beyoncé ever since Jay-Z got exposed, hinting that she's sitting on some serious dirt about Queen Bey. And guess what? She just spilled some of that tea, and y'all, it's wild. Jaguar is suggesting that Beyoncé might have had something to do with Aaliyah's passing. Now, hold on, because this is a lot. The streets have been whispering for years about foul play surrounding Aaliyah's death, but most people thought Jay-Z was the one behind it, out of pure jealousy. But Jaguar? She's pointing her finger directly at Beyoncé, accusing her of allegedly plotting to take Aaliyah out. You know what, girls? There's so much to unpack here, so let's get into it. If there's anyone in Hollywood that Jaguar Wright cannot stand, it's Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Sure, she's not a fan of Diddy either, but it's nowhere near the level of shade she throws at the Carters. She stays coming for them. For example, when Diddy got exposed and sued by Cassie last year, Jaguar wasted no time using that moment to come for Jay-Z too, claiming he was involved in Diddy's shenanigans and even worse than him.
Sean Carter is worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
Just been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 years.
Not to be a hater, but have you heard this wild tea about Jaguar? Girl, it's not exactly shocking that she's got some serious beef with Jay-Z. Word on the street is, during an interview, she dropped a bombshell, allegedly saying that back in the day, when she was just his backup singer, Jay-Z came at her with a box cutter.
Sean Carter is just as bad as the diddler. And I know that for a fact. I got the scars to prove it.
So there's been so many people on the internet trying to figure out where you are. They're watching you. They're doing all types of stuff trying to figure you out.
You want to know what a box cutter feels like going into your skin and ripping you? I can tell you how it feels. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. That Cassie shit, that's nothing.
So are you trying to say like Jay-Z put hands on you?
I'm saying Sean Carter remembers everything he did to me and he's got it on tape. Just like Diddy.
Oh girls, you won't believe what Jaguar is spilling now. So there's absolutely no love lost between her and the Carters. In her latest interview with Piers Morgan, she dropped some seriously juicy tea, claiming that Jay-Z was the mastermind behind the whole number Me Too movement. Why, you ask? Allegedly, he needed to ditch R. Kelly to cover up their messy connection. According to her, Jay was trying to hide evidence of his relationship with R. Kelly, so what did he do? She says he backed the entire Me Too movement to distance himself.
Because the Me Too movement was a ruse. It was a setup. It was a scam. I'm saying that now, publicly. Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there. If the Me Too movement were real, Why aren't they speaking now? They've also been very quiet in this time of the diddler's downfall.
Not to be messy, but have you heard this wild claim? Sis really went there, saying Aaliyah's tragic passing was no accident. And guess who she's pointing fingers at? None other than Queen Bey herself. I mean, girl, what? The audacity to even suggest something like that is beyond shocking. If you don't know, girls, this is about to blow up big time.
I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about.
So, here's the tea, girls. Jaguar really went there with her bold claims about Pierce, and let's just say she didn't hold back. Now, let's chat about Aaliyah and that notorious connection with the Carters. You know the rumors, right? Fans have always linked her tragic end to Jay-Z's alleged obsession with her. Before he even had his sights on Aaliyah, she was hitched to his bestie, R. Kelly, the same guy Jaguar claims Jay-Z set up to take the fall. And here's the kicker. R. Kelly was 27 when he forced legal documents to marry Aaliyah, who was just 15. Can you say creepy? When her parents caught wind of it, they annulled that marriage faster than you can say scandal. What's wild is that Jay-Z knew all about it and just sat there, letting it slide, only to fall for Aaliyah himself not long after. Back in the early 2000s, Aaliyah was the IT girl in Hollywood. No doubt about it. She wasn't just a top female star, she was the star. With all that fame came a parade of admirers trying to win her heart, including none other than Jay-Z and Dame Dash. Talk about messy. Their friendship was already shaky, but toss in some fierce competition for Aaliyah, and things got downright chaotic. Aaliyah knew her worth and wasn't afraid to flaunt it. She was soaking up all that attention, hanging out with guys, but never really tying herself down to anyone. From what the insiders say, it wasn't about getting physical for her. She just loved the attention and the gifts that came with it. Jay-Z and Dame were both in the mix, each trying to impress her while fully aware they were in a love triangle. I mean, can you imagine the drama?
I kind of eased up, but then we ran into each other. It's a long story.
So you and Jay was both getting at Aaliyah. Obviously,
everybody was getting at Aaliyah, bro.
Right.
She was like, you know, she'll go to dinner with a, but she wasn't going to just be smashing. So that was like the big deal. Like, who?
You know what, girls? When two friends go after the same girl, it's like a recipe for disaster, and we've seen it play out way too many times. It never ends well. Jealousy kicked in faster than you can say drama, and let me tell you, Aaliyah wasn't helping at all by dating both of them. She was out there living her best life while Jay and Dame were probably shooting each other the dirtiest looks at every opportunity. Honestly, it's no surprise things went south faster than a one-hit wonder.
True reason of Rockefeller's breakup.
But everybody knows that. Like we were both.
I heard it, but I didn't.
Yeah, but what they be trying to act like he was like really whatnot. He was sending flowers and doing all this shit that he was courting her. So we were both.
You know, Jay-Z doesn't take those L's lightly, right? This whole situation was already on shaky ground, but things really blew up when Aaliyah decided to get cozy with Dame. And like, even though Dame didn't spill the tea directly to Jay-Z, you just know he found out. It all went down at a 4th of July party, and you can bet it was anything but chill.
I remember coming downstairs, like, you know, it happened. He was like, I said, you know, this is going to be hard for me. Because he was like, because like, you know, his friends were laughing at him and shit. So.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I might have a question since we're talking about Aaliyah, and ignore me if it's too much, but do you have any opinion on the R. Kelly situation? Do you think he got railroaded, or he's where he...
So girls, don't be a stranger. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for our next video. You won't want to miss it. Trust me, it's going to be a wild ride.